Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the hundreds and hundreds of B Taylor subscribers. Amir Khan. I don't want the fans to just experience a fight. My fight is an event, and I want the fans to experience the fastest hands in boxing. These are the things Amir Khan says when speaking about himself, and he's stating, via BoxingScene.com, Floyd Mayweather will not catch me off guard, or not catch him off guard. And I'll read you the quotes. We'll go through it. Amir Khan simply states the following. I know how Floyd works. The Pacquiao fight was only announced 6 weeks before it happened, so I think there's a good chance the fight between me and him can happen as well. It's all about me staying in shape. I don't want Floyd to catch me off guard, so I need to keep in the gym and keep busy until he announces who he's going to fight. I think the whole world of boxing is waiting for Floyd's decision before they make their own moves. Now, Amir Khan is right in his assessment. Floyd Mayweather has a long history when it comes to announcing fights on short notice. And he will do the same with his next fight against presumably Andre Berto or Kareem Mayfield. So with that being said, I just wanted to basically say that Amir Khan does not deserve a Floyd Mayweather fight. And we're going to run through some reasons why. Amir Khan, let's get one thing straight. Amir Khan is a skilled fighter, but he is a skilled fighter who has not lived up anywhere near the hype that was bestowed upon him. Every fight he's ever had in his career, he was supposed to win. He's never been in a fight where he was supposed to lose. So to be 31-3 with losses to Breidis Prescott, with the loss to Danny Garcia where you were outboxing him. You were never in a fight where you were the underdog, and you've lost 3 times. And on top of that, in your last fight against Chris Algieri, which you were heavily favored to win, you almost lost to a guy that was coming off one of the worst performances you will ever see in boxing against Manny Pacquiao, where he was put on the canvas 6 times and thoroughly embarrassed on pay-per-view in Macau, China. So Khan does not deserve a fight just based on that alone. But we'll keep going. Then we'll start with the whole Kell Brook fiasco. People don't want to see Amir Khan fight Floyd Mayweather. At least not anymore. They did at one point. They want to see Amir Khan fight Kell Brook. That is a mega fight in the UK. Initially Amir Khan would talk trash, stating the following, oh, I got the best of you in sparring. I got the fastest hands in boxing. He would say things like that. And Kell Brook and him would go back and forth on Sky Sports. It was a very famous interview. So then he tells Kell Brook, you got to go win a world title, and I'll fight you. So Kell Brook beats Sean Porter for the IBF welterweight title, and then it's, he's being disrespectful. We can't make the fight happen. So Amir Khan has just never been consistent in that regard to how he's handled his business with Kell Brook. So based on that, he doesn't deserve a Mayweather fight. Then thirdly, he just, you look at the trajectory, and you look at what he's done at 147. He fought Devin Alexander and Chris Algieri. These are 2 guys who were never proven 147 pounders. They were not true 147 pounders. Now, to beat them, he looked great against Devin Alexander. You gotta give him credit there. And he beats Algieri, not in the most sensational way, but he beats Algieri, and he was wobbled by Algieri, who has no punching power. He beat him, yes, but he hasn't fought a true, and I'm kind of echoing some of the statements Keith Thurman says, because I agree with Keith Thurman in this regard when he says that, Amir Khan hasn't fought a true welterweight yet. And, there's other matchups out there for him. He can go fight Sean Porter. He can go fight Keith Thurman. He can go, and should you go out there and prove yourself, you can make a fight with Floyd Mayweather happen down the line. Because he's got a good fan base in the UK and in Dubai, and it would help. It would draw the international fans, and Mayweather's got a good fan base. People are gonna pay to see Mayweather lose just to see him lose. Now forget his fan base. People will pay just to see him lose. So he doesn't deserve a fight with Floyd. It's just not competitive. It's not a competitive fight, and a lot of fights in the welterweight division when it comes to Floyd just are not competitive fights. That's one of them. Amir Khan has a glass jaw. And for a small amount of time, I'm not gonna lie, I thought Amir Khan had a good shot against Floyd, but seeing that Algeria performance, and then when he doesn't really fight on the inside. He'll sit there and he'll jab you. He's got great hand speed, but he doesn't sit there and bang you on the inside. And I feel if you're gonna, if Mayweather ever loses, it's gonna be to a guy who gets in there and gets rough with him and has no regard for him on the inside. So we're talking about like the way Marcos Maidana kind of fought in Maidana Mayweather won. That's kind of how whoever beats him is gonna have to fight. And I just don't see Amir Khan doing that. And if that fight gets into a chess match, then he stands no chance. He's not gonna sit there and outthink Floyd Mayweather, outpoint Floyd Mayweather. I don't care. I don't care how fast his hand speed is. Speed. I mean, timing negates speed, and Floyd has impeccable timing, some of the best timing you're ever going to see from any fighter. So, I mean, I just don't see the reason for it to happen. He hasn't fought a true 147-pound fighter. He hasn't looked sensational. He didn't look sensational against Chris Algieri. And there's guys who deserve that fight more than him in the Al Haymon stable. Sean Porter is coming off a good win against Adrian Broner, albeit he got knocked down in round the last round, round 12. He had to come down and fight at a catchweight at 144 and kill himself. And for him to look as sensational as he did against Broner, I mean, not sensational but good against Broner. At a catchweight, had it been at 147, then okay, maybe it's not as big of a deal. But to go down to a catchweight under those conditions and fight at a weight he's never fought at, as light as he's ever been, and still pretty much beat Broner for the duration of the fight, that was a big deal for Porter. So I give Porter credit for that. You got Keith Thurman, who has some good wins under his belt. You got Timothy, even though he's not an Al Haymon fighter, Timothy Bradley, who's fought nothing but straight top competition. You got Pacquiao, who, even though he's a top-ranked fighter, they'll make that fight happen because it'll make so much money. It'll still make more money than any other fight, despite what the American public feels right now. And a lot of people who go back and watch that fight a second time will tell you, hey, that fight was a lot more competitive than you think. So with that being said, there's like a good 4 to 5 people who deserve a fight more than Amir Khan. So I feel like him, not just Amir Khan, but the welterweight division in general needs to just move on. Don't wait for Floyd. Have your career, make your decisions. All right. I'm kind of just waiting for this Floyd domino to fall, because once this Floyd domino falls, then we'll get the other dominoes at 147 to fall, and we'll see who other people are fighting. Because these guys, a lot of these guys like Amir Khan, stake their whole career around getting this Mayweather fight, and it's for the money. And there's just so many other matchups out there for him where he can carve a good legacy for himself should he win by stepping in the ring and beating a Keith Thurman, beating a Sean Porter, beating Timothy Bradley, beating just top competition. So I just wanted to get that off my chest. Khan doesn't want to get caught off guard by Floyd, and I don't believe he deserves a Mayweather fight. But you guys, let me know, fight fans out there, let me know if you're still watching this video. Does Amir Khan deserve a Floyd Mayweather fight? And if he got the Mayweather fight, how much of a chance do you give him? Leave your comments down below, and we'll talk some boxing for sure.